What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Barley Studios. Now, today in the studio is pretty exciting. We're out and about, and we're going to the Carolina Classic Fair, or well, what we call the Dixie Classic Fair. We just left church, super exciting. I got thing 1 and thing 2 with me in the back seat, so they're out there. Look, there he is, goofing off. Already goofing off. Ready? Take a bite of your burger. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Your bite was faster than mine. Thing 1, thing 2, did y'all have fun at church today? Yeah? And so we're running to Winston-Salem to drop off the art that I have for the 2025 season. I didn't get as much done as I would have hoped, but it's just pretty exciting to be able to enter what I already have made, right? Now, of course, my kids also love art as well. Thing 1, what do you love about making art? Okay, glitter. Thing 2, what do you like about making art? What's your favorite piece of art? Painting. All right, so glitter and painting are their favorites. And of course, they also like really working with clay and things like that. So it's about a 30 to 45 minute drive. So I thought it'd be kind of cool just to get on camera while we're driving and just talk about, what we're entering into the fair. So the fair that we're entering into is not the state fair in Raleigh, but it's the Carolina Classic Fair in Winston-Salem. I grew up in Winston-Salem, and we used to go like every season. It used to be called the Dixie Classic Fair, and of course, the world that we live in, they did do a name change a few years back, actually quite a few years back, to the Carolina Classic Fair. And of course, people who are old school or just even we still call it the Dixie Classic Fair just because it's a generational thing and there's a lot of nostalgia there. And also, like, people just don't like it when companies change their name all willy-nilly. I mean, look at Cracker Barrel not too long ago. They made big mistakes changing their logos and stuff, and people just didn't like it. And then they had to revert back to the original logo. Whether that was an advertisement ploy or not, that's neither here nor there. But anyways, so we're on our way to the fair to drop off my pieces of artwork that I did get done for the season. And we have to drop it off a few days before the fair begins, almost a week before. So what we're going to do is I've got it in a laundry basket here beside me, and we're going to head to the fairgrounds, and then we're just going to drop everything off, and then I'll get the receipt tags, and then I'll probably have my mother or father swing by there after the fair is completed to pick up the artwork. They're only doing 1 day pickup this year. In past years, they've done you can pick it up like 2 or 3 days out of the week after the fair is completed. But this year, they're only doing a 1 day pickup, and it's like a 4 or 5 hour window. So it's like you got to get in there and get your stuff quick, or they'll donate your stuff to somewhere. I don't know where, but I've never not picked it up. I was unable to partake in the fair last year just because we had so much going on. So I really didn't get to cover that, but I enjoy adding videos to the fair or the competition entry playlist here on my YouTube channel. So just some of the art that we're entering this year, okay? I didn't get as much done as I would like it to, and I'll mention the ones that I did not get done at the very end of the content. So the very first thing that we're going to be entering is Tulips Bloom, and that is an oil painting. And I entered that, I believe, into the abstract entry. It's almost very traditional, but it's very abstract. I plan to do a lot more of those in the future. And it's designed to be like on a square canvas, very rich coloring, and very deep coloring. And it has a very aerial view of the flower, the tulip, right? The very aerial flower. So it's very kind of abstract, but it's also kind of like traditional in a way. For most of the art, it's professional or beginner grade entries. And then from there, it's different abstract or traditional entries. So traditional, abstract. Think about it that way. I'm entering all my stuff in professional grade. The other one that we're entering into the traditional entry is going to be Raven's Woe, or Woe is Me. I think I named it. And that's the Raven painting from that I used inspiration from Wednesday, season 2. So that's a pretty cool painting, and that you can find that on my YouTube channel. You can find most of these on my YouTube channel as their own individual content videos. So you can always go back and kind of check out those painting processes and time lapses, which is pretty fun. Also, we're going to be entering a painting on wood. This is actually a wood palette board type of a situation. I purchased that from a hobby shop. It was already base coated in white, and of course we painted that out to a beautiful flower painting. We usually display that in my laundry room. It's a beautiful painting. I did varnish most of these, so it is varnished as well, and it's held out very well. I plan to do another one of those paintings in a much larger scale here soon with some metallic gold leaf and silver leaf and stuff, so stay tuned for that. I entered that into painting on wood. Also, I'm going to enter into the acrylics. Abstract entry is ocean spray. Now, ocean spray it's pretty abstract, and I challenged myself to make that out of silver leaf. And then not only that, it only has down strokes, and it's mostly painted with a palette knife. So it's mostly a palette knife painting, and I do plan to make a larger one of those in the near future as well. So that'd be kind of cool. The next one up on the list is the eagle painting, Eagle's Perch. That was a really cool painting, and I painted that specifically with very thick layers of acrylics and gold leaf, and I only used a palette knife for that entire painting. If I did use a little bit of a brush work, it was just a little bit, just to nitpick over specific areas. We used a lot of washes in that, a lot of gold leaf, a lot of rich colors and browns, and it's really cool. I'm really impressed with that painting. I haven't sold it yet, but it is available on my Etsy shop for sale, and I can also do that in different textures. So I can do that in oils and acrylics and things like that, but it is available still for sale. But of course it is an entry, so that's going to be the traditional entry into the acrylics category. I'm also entering two photography entries in. The first is the colored picture, and that's going to be a picture of my Thing One daughter back here. She's going to be the entry into the fair. So it's a picture of her, and it's a very beautiful picture from before, and it is of her smelling some beautiful, vibrant flowers. And of course, I did a little bit of detail work on those as well, just to make them a little bit more vibrant or change the clarity of them here and there. That's just naturally what's going to happen when you enter in photography and make professional grade photos. Usually you do a little bit of editing on them, but not so much that it just washes it all out. For the black and white entry, I really love the picture I'm entering in. It's actually a picture of a rattlesnake. It's actually a timber and a diamondback rattlesnake in the same picture, but it's focusing in on just one of the rattlesnake's heads, which is very prominent in the picture. I took that at the North Carolina Zoo when they had them both in the same enclosure, and I've always just really loved that. I love that picture so much that I had to get it printed off of Google Photos and put it in a nice white frame for display. So we're entering both of those into the photography entries, which is just pretty cool. Apart from that, the only sculpture that I got done this year was the Niffler. And now we made that specifically to showcase Creative Paper Clay, that product. Now, Creative Paper Clay is an amazing company, and when I do use paper clay now for any type of light scale work, and when I say light scale, I mean it weighs even less than a lot of air dry clays, I do use Creative Paper Clay. And you can find most of those clays in my Amazon affiliate link in the description below if you want to check some of those clays out. They're really great. They have great quality to them. And the entire Niffler was sculpted out of Creative Paper Clay, which is very cool. So we did a lot of detail work with that clay, and I was really able to showcase their product in that playlist. So you can find that under the Niffler playlist, the Magical Beast playlist, the Wizarding playlist, or even a Creative Paper Clay playlist. So you can find them all under those playlists. And of course, I hope to do some more Magical Beasts in the near future, including a Phoenix. So that'd be kind of cool. But we have other projects we got to get done before I can get to that big scale bird, Firebird. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much it for this year. Now, a few of the things that I did not get to, I did not get a pure clay or stone sculpture done. The ones that I did do, I ended up just detail painting them with like flocking and making dioramas. So I just didn't have anything raw that I could enter in. So I did not get to enter anything into the clay and stone entry. Another one that I didn't get done is a charcoal sketch. I could have done one overnight, but I'm just so busy with commissions. I just do not have time. Like, I do not have time just to break down and just really do a nice, like, winning version or something that I'd be very proud of charcoal sketch. So maybe I'll challenge myself to really set my drafting table up and get some charcoal work done next year, maybe some pastels as well or something like that. Get some more entries into that light paper type of work entries. I did not do any watercolors either, guys. I did not get any watercolor done to where I was happy with them enough to enter it into this year. So maybe next year we'll try to get some watercolor work done, both abstract and traditional, on top of some more oils and acrylics. And then the last one I didn't get done is I did not get a wire sculpture done. I did not get it done. I have all the wire. I have the base plates. I have everything done. I'm so busy with large scale commissions out of the studio. I just did not have time to break out the wire and do some. I have a long list of sculptures out of wire that I would like to do. I just did not have time. And that's just what happens when we're busy making commissions. I'm not just making stuff for me or for the competition or for the fair. I'm busy. I make stuff for people all over the world. So we're just super busy all the time. So that's pretty much it. That's all our work we're entering into the fair this year. We're almost about halfway there. And then, of course, we're going to get this out. I do have a wagon. When I first went to the fair to enter in, my daughter was actually with me. And we saw a individual who was entering like 30 or 40 entries into photography. And they had a wagon with them. So naturally, because I'm entering in a lot more entries this year than I did the first year that I had entered, we do have a wagon and a laundry basket. So put all of your art in a laundry basket, put a towel around it if it's oils or something like that. Make sure everything's varnished for protection. Make sure it has hanging hardware, and make sure you go ahead and attach your tags to the tops of your artwork so that it just gently hang over the edges. And then, of course, for like sculptures, you just kind of attach it to wherever you can. Make sure that you don't cover up some really nice detail work on the sculpture also. Remember, when you're entering stuff like this, it's not just about the artwork being seen. I'm not here to win awards. I'm not here to win ribbons. I'm here to get my art out there and get my name recognized at some of these venues. Some people who love to view art will look at your name. They will Google you. They will search you up. Not all the time, but sometimes they will. So it's about getting your name out there as well. And it's about just having fun with your artwork. Even if you can just enter one item in to the fair, it's still very fun. I think next year what we're going to do is I'm going to allow Thing 1 and Thing 2 back there to do some specific artwork on their own to enter into the fair, just for fun, right, guys? So maybe we'll like do some like acrylic pours or something like that, and then let them do just some hand painting. I had them do a few acrylic pours this year, right, guys? Thing 2, you did the green pour. Thing 1, you did the beautiful pink one. Yeah. But I did help them a lot during that process. So I think this time around, we'll have them do some similar things, but it will only be them who do it. Like they'll undo the caps, they'll pour the acrylics into the cups, and then they'll make the entire paintings without me doing anything except maybe recording the process, which will be fun. So I'll just be the cameraman, and then they're going to be the inspiration. Does that sound cool, guys? And then we can enter their own individual paintings into the fair as well. Remember, it's supposed to be about fun and just getting your artwork out there. And sometimes when you have a goal of trying to achieve or enter something into a fair or competition, it pushes you to be more, to get it done, not just get something done, leave it half done, and then or leave it half done in the corner or the shelf of shame where it's not finished up. It forces you to get it done so that you can get it either sold or entered into something, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of the end of the video, guys. I just want to kind of showcase some of the artwork that I'm entering into the Carolina Classic Fair this year, or Dixie Classic, if that's what you call it. So that's where it is. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys, and we'll catch you later. I'll probably post a short maybe in the next few weeks or so of me like just finding all my art in the craft building at the fairground. So maybe we'll do that here in the near future. But that'll probably be posted after the fair. We'll just kind of see how it goes. Otherwise, guys, again, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you at the Carolina Classic Fair. Later, guys. I did. I asked you if you had fun at church, and I asked you what kind of art you like to make the most, and you just chose glitter. Do you want to change your answer to clay? You do like clay. What about you, Thing Two? Do you like clay? Glitter? Now you're saying glitter? Come on, man.
So wonderful. Cool. Very well.